Hey guys, we're back. Um, let's fix my hair. I can't stop, won't stop. All right, we made it back from spring break. Hope everybody had a good time. Um, and you didn't break. So today we're gonna work goddess side to sink. So we're gonna transition side to side. Um, one side through center, other side. And yeah, that's what we got. As always, honor your body with this practice. If I do something that you don't want to do, then don't do it. You live in your body, I live in mine. So I'm going to make some cues, and if they don't work for you, don't do it. I mean, you're at your house, nobody can see you, so it doesn't really matter. Anyway, all right, come on. Moving back. Mm-hmm. Hey, crisscross applesauce. I got my coffee. It's a little early. Maybe you need some coffee. Who knows? All right. As always, music is whatever you want to listen to. So I'm not going to put anything on. What else do we got? That's it. Fingers crossed the dogs don't bark. But I don't live in a vacuum. So, all right. Let's do some circles. Maybe some other circles. And then eventually find that easy seat. If you have a block or a bolster, you can sit on that. It'll give you a little bit of a lift. I don't think I need a block. We'll see. All right, close your eyes. Roll those shoulders. Not backing down. If you need, you can close your eyes. If not, you don't have to. But I want us to sit here for a moment. Give yourself a body scan and just kind of figure out what's going down today. So every day is a little different. Every day you wake up and it's a different version of you. So figure out what feels good for you today. Maybe you want to do a little body scan. You start at the top of your head, tippy tippy top. And we're going to just do a little scan. So with your mind's eye, maybe you just scan until you get to your jaw. Maybe you release tension there. And then clench. And then release. Let's start getting that breath involved. Give it an inhale. On your exhale, scan from your jaw. Let's go to the base of your skull and give it a couple circles here. And then come on back to that neutral position. Little baby tuck of your chin, inhale. And your exhale, scan vertebrae to vertebrae until you get to that little spot between your shoulder blades. Give it an inhale. Exhale, scan through your shoulders until you get to those shoulder joints. And let's give it a roll. Maybe 1, 2, and other way. Inhale. Shrug it up and let it release. Let's do 2 more times. Inhale, shrugs. Exhale, release. So 1 more time. Shrug it up and let it go. Inhale. Let's scan from your shoulders to your elbows and bring it some movement. So we're going to bring our palms. Maybe they tip up. Maybe your palms come down. And then just bring a little bit of that rotation. See what happens here. And scan to our elbows. Give it some circles. Maybe back and forth. Roll it around and see what happens. Inhale. Exhale, release. And now wake up those fingers. Tippy tap, tap, tap. And wiggle it out. Inhale. Exhale, stillness. We're going to come back to that little spot between your shoulders. Inhale. And then scan vertebrae to vertebrae. And then we're going to make it down to our sacrum. That's that spot where your hips and your spine come together. We're going to just give it a circle here. Big or little, cat to cow, really whatever feels better for you. It doesn't have to be what I like. I like to do what I want. So you really should too. Give me an inhale. And then back to neutral. Let's scan through our hips. Maybe it's a side to side. Maybe your fingers come to those hip sockets. And you feel what's going on there. Inhale. Exhale to your knees. Maybe click it out. 1, 2. Bring some movement here. And then give it that crisscross again. Inhale. And your exhale down to those ankles. So maybe you want to wiggle it out here. 1, 2, 3. Other way. 1, 2, and 3. Finally made it to our toes. And wiggle those. As best you can. See, my fingers are wiggling because I told my toes to. I got my circus crust. Let's give it a little tuck of your chin. Grow tall through the crown of your head. I want you to feel like you're lifting up out of your seat. Inhale. Exhale, big body scan. Circle sweep up. Maybe it's an interlace. Maybe you want to flip your palms. Release. Let's go 3. I can count that high. Interlace. And up. Back. And down. Let's go one more time. Sweep up. Maybe change to that non-habitual way. That's the opposite. Let's give it one more. So you interlace. You flip. You interlace to release. Side stretch. Right hand down, left arm up and over. Make sure you ground down through those hips. You want every bit of movement from your hip point all the way up through your spine. Inhale, back. So we're going to interlace. We're going to flip. We're going to flip. Open, big butterfly over to the other side. Again, hips are even and level. Every bit of movement through side body. You want to keep your chest open. Inhale, come back. So it's an interlace. Flip your palms, come on back. Butterfly, dome and round to the sky. Let's go dome and round. Look up one more time. Dome and round. And give it a fold. So take it where you want to go with it. It is the beginning. So it doesn't have to be the biggest fold that you can get. We're going to ease on into these things. So you just want to allow yourself to fold. Chin to chest, big opening through that glute. If you can and you want to, forearms can come down. This is just the same. You go to wherever you want to go. Big lift. Let's go ahead and change that cross. Stretch that opposite glute. We're going to work in their little butterfly wings. So open, interlace, flip, bam, side bend to the right. I just think it's fun. You don't have to. All right, butterfly. I want you to find that non-habitual. Give it a flip. Come on back out. Butterfly to the left. Back to center one more time. Open. Find your interlace. Flip, flip. Let's fold. Chin to chest. You should feel the stretch on the opposite glute. But just allow chin to chest. The more your body weight gets onto your thighs, the deeper the stretch is through your legs. Inhale, big lift, little twist. Let's just start. Same hand, same thigh. Roll your shoulders. I want you to puff your chest to the sky. A little bit more, press your hand into your thigh. You can go cross body. The cross body is going to stretch the back of your shoulder. It'll be a little bit deeper twist, but I want you to look up, not down. Inhale, come through center. We're going to go over to the other side. So maybe you over exaggerate. It's like a little cow back. You're going to see how maybe it's a little bit easier to breathe. As always, shoulders got your twist. Spine is a connector. Hips are even and level. Inhale. Release your fingertips to the back. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. If your fingertips don't come down to the mat, you put them on your low back. Here's option. Here is an option. Here is an option. They are all the same move, but you start the back bend with your shoulders up, back, and down. Shoulders guide it all. Spine just follows along. Inhale. We're going to sweep to twist. Twist. Give me a crisscross. Other side. So we're going to flow and go crisscross, over, crisscross, over. Let's go over. One more time. Crisscross, over. Now I want you to bring your hands right to this little crisscross spot. Going around. It's a big, big push back. Look up, hinge forward, chin to chest, all the way. Maybe you want to walk those fingertips. This will stretch a little bit more through side body. You get that oblique elongation. Inhale. Exhale, lift. Keep your right leg where it is. Left leg comes out to a 45. Open. I want us to do it interlace. 1, 2, 3. Open. Side bend to the left. Left hand down, right arm up and over. We're going to twist to the left. Roll those shoulders. Movement from your hip point. I like to do this cross body, but you flip your thumb down. 1, 2, 3. It doesn't really matter. Listen to what your body says to you. Big lift. Let's do our little counter twist. You can sweep up and over with that right arm. If you want a little bit more, left elbow comes to the inside of that left thigh. And then sweep, sweep, sweep. Stay here and lift your hips. All the way down. Let's go to the other side. Mm-hmm. So it's a butterfly. 1. Interlace. Flip. Flip. Open. Side bend. Right hand down, left arm up and over. Look up. Hinge. Optional side bend. Open. Left shoulder takes you back. You can sweep down if you want, or left arm up and over. Allow it to give you that little side bend. Boom, 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 boom. Reverse it. Toes up or down. It depends on what feels best on your ankle. And then release. Left foot lengthens. Roll those shoulders up, back, and down. I want your toes to point to the sky, knees to the sky. Movement from your hip all the way. Open your toes if you want a little bit more. Inhale, big lift. Again, butterfly, interlace, lengthen, flip, open, side bend. Sweep, left arm down, right arm up and over. Butterfly, and we're going to interlace, flip, interlace, open to the other side. Big sweep to the right. Back to center, butterfly. Obviously, we're going to do our wings. One, give me an interlace, lengthen, flip, lengthen to the right. Start to twist. Crisscross. Bend your elbows, bring yourself down. Big lift. Butterfly. Give me an interlace. 1, 2, 3. Open to the left. Lift. Twist. Give me a crisscross. Bend your elbows. Allow your arms to bring your torso down. Big lift. Give me a crisscross. Couple cat and calves. Hips to the sky. We're going to hang out here a little bit. I want you to find this cow pose. Hips all the way up. Toes up or down, whatever feels good. Tuck your tail. Allow your spine to follow along. Hands press in. Bring your hips back, child's pose. So knees and your hips in alignment. Tummy on top. And let's roll through. Cat. Hips all the way up, cow. Neutral. Bring it back. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cow. Tabletop. Bring it back. One more time. Cow. To cat. Tabletop. And back. Inhale. Exhale, forward. We're going to bring our right forearm down. So we're stair stepping or thread the needle. If you don't want to do this, you can go straight to that thread the needle, but this is a little twist. And then let's get our bigger twist. Right shoulder comes down. Maybe you interlace your fingertips on top of each other. Left hand can come forward. That is my coffee right there. Let's push that out of the way. Just depends on how you want to do it. Inhale. Come on back. Give me a cow. Roll the cat. Tabletop. Hips move back. Chin to chest. Let it go. Inhale. Back forward. Left forearm comes down. Start your twist. Oh, maybe your left shoulder comes all the way down. Give it some big, big length. Inhale. Exhale, tabletop. Cow. Back forward. Bring it back. All the way down. Child pose. Let's go ahead and bring those forearms down. Maybe they're off of the mat. Give yourself a lot of room to move. Inhale. Up and over. Left hand to the right side bend. Back to center. Other side. Back to center. Lift your hands. So we're bringing our hips into our heels. Shimmy, 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 shimmy that. Melt all the way down. Let's go again. Bring your hands back. Maybe they're right next to your knees. Give it a press, press, press. Slide your hands forward. Tabletop. Cow. Cat. Back down. Bring your left forearm down. And I want it to be in front of you. So your forearm is in front. Your right toes are at the corner. And then bring your right heel towards the mat. Your hip is going to come up, modified half plank. If it is easier, you can bring your foot up, modified kneeling side plank. That is the give me an inhale. Release those toes. Bring it up. And let's go over to the other side. Maybe it's a cat and cow to be in the middle. But your right hand comes down, forearm in front. I'm like holding my hands here. Your left toes come to the back corner, and then your heel comes down. Your left hip is to the sky. You can stay here. You can lift if you want. It's just a little bit more. See how I'm engaging through my abs? And it lifted. Inhale. Drop. Bring your hips back to neutral. Cat to cat. Shift your hips forward. Release them all the way down. Hands to the corners. Let's bring our forearms down. And then roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Starting here in our little Sphinx pose. And then it's the same kind of deal. So we're going to bring our right forearm in front. And we're going to bend that left leg. So it gives you a little kickstand. We're going to do a quad stretch. You are welcome to give it a twist. Or you can keep your shoulders in alignment, chest pointing towards the mat. It's a little bit more accessible if you want to go over to your side, but whatever works. And then release. Let's come on down. Shoulders up, back, and down. Press, press, press. Give yourself a side bend. I might be sneezing here in a moment, so see what happens. That was it. All right, left forearm comes down. I'm going to give you a little bend. And then take that right hand and hold on to your right foot as best you can. If you need a strap, you can get it. The beauty is, you just pause this video. Try to keep knee to knee as best you can. Inhale. Exhale, release. Forehead down. Maybe your hands move right next to your shoulder. And then up, back, and down. You can stay here. Give it a lift, but your hips and thighs stay on the mat. Isolating this into a back bend. All the way down. Let's go 2 more times. Shoulders up, back, and down. You can be here. You can be here. There is an option for an up dog if you will press through your feet and lift all the way up. 1 more time. Let it go. Rock and roll. Shoulders up, back, and down. So when you're doing these back bends, if you want, you can take your feet to the sides. Gives you a little bit more room in your low back, all the way up, back, and down. So we're going to press our toes into the mat. Tummy is on the mat, and we are going to hover. See, there's a little bit of room here. It's a back body, leg strengthener. You release. Toes come down, lift, lift, lift. And let it go. One more time, lift. Knees come down, hands pressed in, half plank, child's pose. Let's walk our hands back, find that heroes. So when you're on your belly and you push your toes in, that is actually going to help you strengthen into your plank pose. So if you want to imagine, it's a half plank in the opposite direction. Usually our half planks are our hands, our torso. This is going to be your legs. So we're here in our heroes. If heroes doesn't work, kneeling is an option, whatever you want to do. But roll those shoulders up, back, and down. Palms up, close to your hips. Let's give it a back bend. One more inhale and fold. Inhale. Exhale, heroes. Up, kneeling. Shoulders up, back, and down. So we're going to modify this camel by taking our hands next to our hips. Maybe you're here, but feel the rotation. You can take it to your thighs. Your tummy, your torso is going to stay neutral. Back bend is your shoulders. So here or here, depends on what feels good. If you have the mobility you want, it's easier with your toes up. You can take your hands to those thighs. Inhale. Big lift. Tuck. Melt all the way to that child's pose. Inhale. Big, big lift. Let's go one more time. Roll your shoulders. You can be here. Press your hips forward. Allow that back bend to be through your shoulders. Up to the sky, maybe. Melt all the way down. Let's go ahead and hold on to our feet. I want you to feel how that gives you a little bit of activation through that shoulder girdle. Inhale. We're going to tuck our toes, roll up and over. Find a forward fold at the back of your mat. And maybe we're going to make it a little wider than we normally do. But it's a fairly generous knee bend, and I want to just give it a little rock and roll. Half lift. Forward fold. Let's sweep up. I'm going forward, forward, forward. You can go out. Go ahead and take your hands together. And your thumb is going to come to that spot where your head and your neck comes together. Release your head into your hands. See how it gives you a back bend. Up to the sky, through heart center. Hips move back in space. Knees bend to accommodate forward fold. If you have the room, you can give it a big sweep out. I'm going to come forward because I've got this sheet next to me. Up. Interlace if you want. Thumbs together. Bring it to the back of your head. Bigger bend in your knees if you need. Maybe you keep that behind you. Let your hips make the movement. Tummy to thigh. Hips to the sky. Fold. Half lift. Forward fold. All the way up. One more time. Maybe it's the non-habitual way. Allow your head to release. That starts your back bend. Hips move back. Tummy to thigh. Hips to the sky to fold. Half lift. Forward fold. Big sweep up. Keep rolling. Hands to heart center. So make sure your hips do the movement. Your knees go along for the ride. Half lift. Forward fold up. Come on back. Hips up. Half lift. Forward fold all the way up. Hands to heart center. Keep your toes pointing forward. As your right foot comes forward, give me a little crescent lunge. It's a crescent because your hips are pointing backwards. This is a 90-90. This is a crescent. Give me an interlace. Your left leg is lengthened. I like to do this ragdoll. If you want to, you can. You can be here. You can be here. We're just settling in. Maybe we're going to hold these a little bit longer. Inhale. Hands to heart center. Pitch your way forward. Stay grounded. Lift to a warrior three. Open those toes. Hands to heart center. So, option mountain or come all the way forward. We're going to crescent lunge. Left foot forward. Right foot back. It's a big length in the tip of your hip to lengthen through the top part of your thigh. All the way up. Optional ragdoll. Maybe your thumbs come together to the back of your head. Maybe it's heart center. I give you lots of options because I really want you to figure out what you want to do. Forward. Maybe it's a warrior three. Mountain. Half sun salutation. Your hips move back. Tummy to thigh. Forward fold. Half lift. Forward fold. Bring it all the way up. Right foot, warrior three. So we're going to come forward. I'm pretty close here, so we're going to see what happens. Make sure your hips point down, toes down, open them up. Skim, open, warrior two. Right foot comes back, left toes forward. Through center, to your back, warrior two. Left hand rotates. So we're pointing towards the back of our mat. Take it where you want to go with it. With your hands, shift your weight forward. Maybe it is a big, big lunge. Maybe it's a warrior three. Mountain to the back of the mat. Hips move back in space. Forward fold. Half lift. Fold. Big sweep. Hands to heart center. We're going to take your right foot. Warrior three. Toes come down. If you want, you can be grounded. Inhale. Warrior two. If you stay grounded, you press your toes in. You're actually telling your body what it's supposed to be doing. So you're building the muscles. Inhale. Through center. Warrior two to the front. Hang out here. Little hop. To the center. Hinge forward maybe. Or it's a warrior three. Mountain. Fold forward. Half lift. Forward fold. Big sweep. Hands to heart center. We're going to keep going. So you know where we're going. We're going to go warrior three, warrior two, through center to the back. Right foot. Warrior three. Toes point down. Open up through your toes. I like to take my hand to that right hip. Reminds me to keep my hips down. Sweep your way open to your warrior two. Through star pose. Warrior two to the back of the mat. Little hop, your hips come facing the back. Lunge. Maybe we're here. Maybe. Warrior 3. Inhale. Big lift. Roll through. Half salutation. Forward fold. Half lift. Forward fold. Big sweep. So we're going to keep the right foot is the one that keeps lifting. But because we're switching directions, we're actually switching sides. It's your brain working. Now, right foot comes back. Press through that grounded big toe. Sweep it open. Warrior 2. Hang out here. Through star. To the front. Little hop. To the front. Warrior 3. See, our right foot is now our grounded foot. Left foot is now our lifted foot. All the way down. Roll on through. Half lift. Forward fold. Sweep up. Keep on going. Right foot lifts. Warrior 3. Warrior 2. Center. Warrior 2. Little hop. Big lift. Warrior 3. Mountain. Keep rolling. Half lift. Forward fold. Big sweep. Now, I told you we're going to goddess, and you were probably like, oh, she forgot. But no, I didn't. So star post. Bring those toes out to the side. Your hips are going to sink. I just want you to take your hands to your thighs. We're going to rock and roll here a little bit. I really wish maybe it will get low. We're going to see what happens. But your chest is high. Movement. Let me show you. Maybe you're stepping off, but you want a 45 degree. Your knees are going to bend. Your chest is lifted as best it can. If you're pitching forward, that means that the movement is no longer. You're going past your limits, I'm going to say, because you want to just bend those knees. You want to bend your knees. Your torso is going to come down. All right. You see this as a pelvic tilt. We don't want to do that. You want your pelvis to stay neutral. All right. Right hand down, left arm up and over, side bend. Through center. Let's give it a butterfly. One, interlace. Out. Boom, boom. Other side. Kind of reminds me of when you're in a conversation and you're like going to crack your knuckles because you're fixing to throw it down. Open. Together. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Lift that left heel. So we're side bending to the right. Left heel is lifting. Back. Release that heel. Boom, boom. Up and over. Right heel lift. Come on back. Release. 1, 2, 3. Up and over into that one room. So we're going to switch, 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 switch. One more time. Boom. Toes forward, hips move back. Give it a fold. Slow-mo. Do you want to walk it forward if you can? Give it a big, big bend if you need to. Whatever bend you need to get your hands down. And then you lift your hips to the sky. Half lift. Forward fold. Bend your knees. Your feet press in. That gives you your lift. Hands to heart center. Heels come in. Toes come in. Tough. Tough. Good job. All right. Making it down. However you want to. Cat to cow if you want to do that too. If you want to go ahead and find your way to the mat, you can do that. Cross it. Up and over. Let's just roll. Hands down. Sweep your hands up over your head. And I want us to give it a big length of our spine. So there's some hip circles you can do. If you use your abs to really bring your knees in, that is a crunch. Okay? You can do your hip circles with your hands. It's more passive, but it depends on what you want to do. And just allow your knees to release over to the left. So we're going to hang out here for a while, figuring out what you want to do with it. I'm going to do the best I can to be here for about a minute and a half, but it's kind of hard. Anyway. Goodness me. Mm-hmm. All right, one more in. Come on through center. I want you to sweep your hands up, okay? That gives you length in your spine. It'll help you to find that neutral back too. All right? To the right. Take it where you want to go with it. One more in. Come back. Big, big length. And then butterfly soles with the feet together, knees wide and apart. Maybe you want to take your hands to those inside thighs and press them down a little bit. Maybe you want to do that little tuck or release. Tuck of your tail to release. We're going to hang out here, try to do the best we can. Let it go. And one more in. On your exhale, release to your Shavasana. Maybe you want to stay in that butterfly. Maybe you want to do an easy seat. Maybe you want to release to that corpse pose. I'm going to do this easy seat. Closing your eyes. Let it go. Allow things to just be what they are, fading away, allowing your thoughts to come and go. All right, wiggle those fingers. Wiggle those toes. If you want, you can hang out for a little bit longer, but I'm going to sign us out. So roll to that easy seat, whatever that is. Shoulders up, Back and down. Hands to heart center. Let's take one more big breath together. Give me an inhale. Let it go. Thank you for joining me virtually wherever you are. Namaste, homies.